Hello everybody, welcome to the English class. So in our last class we learned something about subject verb agreement, isn't it? So let us continue with the same in our today's class. Yeah? Okay. So in our last class we learned about subject verb agreement. We came to know that what is subject verb agreement. Okay, to make a correct form of sentence, a verb must agree with its subject. Okay, in number of person. How in number of person? If the noun is singular, our verb should be singular. If the noun is plural, our verb should be plural. If there is a pronoun you, yes, the verb should always be plural. Yes, apart from this we also saw some incorrect sentences and we corrected them. Yes, and then we also saw some rules to agree our verbs with our subjects. Yes, so if there are two singular nouns which are connected with and, at that point of time our verb should always be plural. Yes, plural verb. Okay, and our second rule was this, that when we are talking about any idea or when we are referring to the same person, yes, at that point of time our verb should be singular. And then we also saw that when there are two singular nouns and they are connected with the word with, that is WITH, with, and as well as, at that point of time too our verbs would be singular. Yes, so the verb should be singular if a singular subject is joined by parentheticals like with, as well as, etc. So I have explained all these in detail in my last video. If you didn't watch my last video, I request you to go back to my last video, watch it first and then come to this video so that your understanding would be clear on this lesson. Yes, so let's carry on with this lesson. So there are some more rules to agree our verbs with the subject. So if two or more singular subjects are connected by or, that is or, nor, that is NOR, nor, it requires a singular verb. So when we are connecting more than one noun, yes, singular noun, with the word or nor, at that point of time our verb should always be singular. Okay, so our first sentence is no nook or corner was left unexplored. So here nook and corner both are singular nouns. Yes, here we are talking about two place and both are noun and they are singular, but they are connected with the word or, and that is why our verb here is singular, that is WAS, was. Here we cannot use were, the WERE were we will not use, we will use was. Okay, no nook or corner was left unexplored. Second is our happiness or our sorrow. Yes, here we are talking about feelings. They are abstract, so they are abstract noun, and here they are singular. Yes, and they are connected with or, and that is why here our verb is singular. Our happiness or our sorrow is largely due to our own actions. Either the cat or the dog. Here we are talking about two animals and both of them are nouns, singular nouns, isn't it? And they are connected by the word, with the word or, and so here our verb is singular, that is has. Our verb is singular. Either the cat or the dog has been here. Yes, neither food nor water. Yes, here again food and water both are nouns. Yes, and both are singular. and they are connected with the word nor. So what should be our verb, singular or plural? It should be singular, isn't it? So neither food nor water was to be found there. Neither praise nor blame. Here again praise and blame both are abstract, isn't it? Abstract nouns, and they are singular and they are connected with the word nor. So what should be the verb? It should be singular. Neither praise nor blame seems to affect him. Okay. So when one of the subjects joined by or nor is plural, if one of the subject is plural, the verb must be plural. Okay. So in our last slide we spoke about two nouns which are singular and they are connected with or. Yes, here both the nouns are singular. But in this we are talking about there would be two nouns, but one of them would be plural. Okay. So when one of the subjects joined by or nor is plural, the verb must be plural. So if any one of the subject is plural, our verb should always be plural, and the plural subject should be placed nearest to the verb. Yes, so the plural subject should be near to the verb. Okay, for example, neither the chairman nor the directors. So here chairman is the noun, yes, but it is far from the verb, from the place of the verb. So which noun is near to the place of the verb? That is directors. And is it singular or plural? It is plural. So we will just see whether the second noun which is near to the place of the verb is singular or plural, and accordingly we will decide what should be our verb. So here our subject is plural, so in the same way our verb should be plural. When the noun is plural, our verb should also be plural. Yes, neither the chairman nor the directors are present. Understood? Okay. When the subjects joined by or nor are of different persons, that means when you have read about pronoun, I have made the video of pronoun also, where we have gone through first person pronoun, second person pronoun and third person pronoun. If you have confusion, I request you to go back and watch the video on pronouns. Yes, so here they are saying when the subjects joined by or nor are of different persons, the verb agrees with the nearer. Okay, so when we are talking about two subjects and they are of different persons, the person, the noun which is near to the place of the verb, we consider that noun to decide on the verb which we are going to use. Yes, either he is what? He is third person, or I is first person. Either he or I am mistaken. Okay, so mistaken, here it is I am, that's why mistaken, it is a verb, it is used here. Neither you is second person, nor he is again third person, is to blame. If we would have written this like this, if neither he or you, okay, if you would have been near to the place of the verb, okay, we would have written are as the verb form. Okay, neither he nor you are to blame, but here he, the third person, is near to the place of the verb, that's why we have used is. Okay, either you or he is mistaken. Neither my friend, my again is first person, nor I am to blame. Okay, to avoid such constructions we can write it as, okay, he is mistaken or else I am. He is not to blame, nor are you. You are mistaken, or else he is. My friend is not to blame, nor am I. So if you are confused by using the sentences, such kind of sentences, and you don't know how to put the verb at that point of time, you can use such kind of sentences. Yes. Then either, neither, each, everyone, many, many a must be followed by a singular verb. So when our sentence is starting with either, neither, each, everyone, many a, so that time our verb should always be singular. Neither of the two men was very strong. So here we are talking about two men, so our subject is plural, isn't it? But as our sentence is starting with neither, that's why our verb is singular, was. Neither of the two men was very strong. Each of these substances is found in India. Substances, again it is plural form of the noun, but then our sentence is starting with each, and that is why our verb is singular. Yes, each of these substances is found in India. Every one of the boys, here boys, again it's plural noun, but our sentence is starting with everyone, and that is why our verb is what? It is singular, loves. Every one of the boys loves to ride. Many a man has done so. Okay, so when we are saying many a man, that time our noun becomes plural, but as we are starting with many a, so that is why our verb becomes singular. Many a man has done so. Many a man does not know his own good deeds. Okay, so does is a singular form of verb, isn't it? So our sentence here is starting with many a, and that is why we have used singular form of does, singular form of verb here to make our sentence correct. Many a man does not know his own good deeds. Many a man has succumbed to his temptation. Yes, he asked me whether either of the applicants was suitable. Yes, so here after this either word, the verb which is coming, it is singular. He asked me whether either of the applicants was suitable. Yes. Our next slide is next rule is some nouns which are plural in form but singular in meaning. Yes, there are some nouns which are plural in form but in meaning they are singular. They takes a singular verb. The news, it is a plural form of noun but we understand it as a singular noun, isn't it? So here our verb should be singular. The news is true. Politics, yes, again it is plural form but we understand it as a singular form, and that is why our verb is also singular. Politics was with him the business of his life. So politics was with him the business of his life. Politics was like the business of his life. The wages of sin is death. Okay, so here wages, again it is a plural form but we understand it as a singular form, and that is why our verb is singular. The wages of sin is death. Mathematics, when we talk about mathematics, it is a subject which we study in our school, isn't it? So this is a plural form but we understand it as a singular form, and that is why our verb is singular. Mathematics is a branch of study in every school. Yes. Our next rule is a plural noun which is a proper noun Okay, so noun is plural, but it is proper noun, must be followed by a singular verb. The Arabian Nights, it's the name of a book which consists of various small stories, short stories, isn't it? So it is a plural form, isn't it? So here it's a plural noun, but it's a proper noun here. Arabian Nights, it is the name of a particular book. So it's a proper noun, and it's a plural noun also. So that's why our verb is singular here. The Arabian Nights is still a great favorite. Okay. The United States has a big navy. Gulliver's Travels was written by Jonathan Swift. So did you understand how this plural noun, which is a proper noun, and they are followed by singular verb? Okay, all these are proper nouns. Arabian Nights, United States, Gulliver's Travel. And which kind of noun they are? They are plural nouns. And they are proper noun as well as they are plural noun, and that is why the verb which they are agreeing with is singular. Yes, understood? Okay. A collective noun takes a singular verb when the collection is thought of as a whole. The committee, when we say committee, that is a group of people who are working on some single agenda. Yes, the committee. Here we are talking about a collective noun, a group of people, but we understand it as a singular noun, and that is why the verb should always be singular. The committee has issued its report. The committee are divided on one minor point. So here the committee is divided in one minor point, and that is why here the verb is are we have used. Yes, okay. So I hope you have understood how to agree the subject, the verb with the subject. Yes, so thank you for today. If there is any confusion, please let me know. Yes.